Ahoy there folks, I'm Captain Benzie and welcome to another video for EVE Online. In today's video I wanted to do a nice relaxed sit down and talk about the recent update, the EVE Evolved. Now whilst this hasn't added anything completely breaking to the game, like nothing huge or monstrous, it has really been a game changer for me personally, and I'm going to talk about what this all means going forward. There's some really cool stuff here I just wanted to showcase and basically say this is what I'm really enjoying about the new update. Now it's not perfect, there is some texture tearing and things like that I'm getting now. Hopefully that won't impact the video too much. Now if you do enjoy this video, please hit like on it, because putting out into EVE Online content is a difficult thing for me with this channel, obviously being heavily towards EVE Echoes. It doesn't tend to suggest my EVE Online videos. The more you guys hit like, the more suggestions go outward, and the more people then get to find my content. It is a humongous help. Please hit that like button. And if you enjoy what you see, subscribe, ding the notification bell, and you can of course check me out on both Patreon, where you can pledge to support the channel there, and a Redbubble merchandise store, which includes some exclusive swag based on the Lucid Echo, my cheetah, which is currently docked up at the moment. I'm here in a probe. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump straight into talking about what I'm really enjoying about this latest update. I'm also going to close my my inventory there. Now, the new update, first thing you may have noticed if you've watched my other EVE Online videos, is that I am now using Photon UI. You can enable this by going into the settings and look for Photon UI in there. You just toggle it on, you have to restart the game. It gives this much more unified appearance to the user interface. Not only that, it allows some really cool stuff, like the ability to have compact mode. Like here you can see this is what the standard location and bookmark folder looks like. If I go to enable compact mode, well, it neatens it all up and it makes it so nice just to scroll through it all. I love this update. I love the way that when you mouse over things, you get this nice glow effect along the top of the windows, so you can easily see which window you have active. It's just a really cool update. On top of this as well, there have been some texture resolution updates as well, adding some really cool new stuff, but obviously as a mainline explorer, that's what I want to talk about today. So we are going to undock, we're going to have a look at a few bits and pieces, and I'm going to talk about what is freaking awesome in this update. So here we are undocking into Malacca. I came back to Malacca now just to have a look at the old, the old homestead, so to speak. This is obviously as a Minmatar player where I started the game with training and agency missions and that. And first things first, if you have a look at the nebulae in the backgrounds now, the skyboxes have literally doubled in quality, and the way that they're unpacked means that that shouldn't actually impact your gameplay at all. Whatever graphic settings you're using should still be absolutely fine. Now, I couldn't get across to some of the ones I really wanted to showcase. I wanted to showcase things like the Vapor Sea and the Crucible, two of my favourite nebulae, and if you've watched my video on my 5 favourite nebulae, you'd know that. They are just absolutely stunning now, and just crikey, I wanted to record it yesterday. I didn't have everything set up, though. I did jump out around Corazor a little bit for the Crucible. It was just absolutely stunning, and it is incredible. Now, the next thing to do is if we were to go into our scanners, obviously Alt and P works as well. You can see this has now been overdone here. We've got these beautiful new icons down the side, and if I were to jump into one of the training sites, these have all been done up as well. All of the agent training missions and that, even just standard agency missions, the sites that you jump into have been updated. The gas cloud effects and things like that just look so much better now. The game was stunning before this, but it has just somehow gotten even better. Now, obviously I've done these training missions, but just check this out. Just look at this, that's incredible. There's some really cool effects. It takes a bit of time to load in the first time. As I said, I am getting some minor graphical glitches here and there, but it's just stunning once it's up and running. Now, if I open up the scanning window again and have a look and see if we can find one of the other sites, just to showcase a couple of different ones here. Let's pick another cosmic signature, and we're going to launch our probes. There we go, launch is in on current position. And let's move that into position. Here we are, double tap and move that in. Nice and semi-central there. A little bit of lag there. Obviously everything is still loading. Let's drop that down to 2. Let's keep it at 4 for now. Just while I scan through this, I forget I'm in the probe at the moment, not a cheetah or my buzzard, which obviously has lower deviation to it. There we go. Oh, would you look at that? We got a load of sites. We got an asteroid belt gas site, ore site. We've got a combat site. We've got a relic site. Let's see which of these would be interesting to jump into. Let's go into the gas training site. There it is. And okay, warp to within 0. And let's see how this one now looks. Now this is actually, oh crikey, there we go. There's the texture pop in of an asteroid. Oh my goodness, that's just stunning. Took a little bit of time to load. I think a lot of people are having this issue where the first time it loads a new texture, it takes ages, but once it's loaded, it tends to, load a lot quicker in future. There we are, see these asteroids immediately loaded there, and you can see, just look at the detail on that now. Look at how high quality that asteroid is. It's just stunning. Now for me as an explorer, part of the joy of EVE Online is the whole looking around. I've got to have that whole thing, haven't I, for the mission? Is just looking around and seeing how beautiful this game actually is, how some of the different sites look, all of this kind of thing. So we've done the relic training site, there's the gas training site. Let's narrow in on this data site, because I'm pretty sure, if I remember rightly from training, the data site doesn't require a key or anything to jump into. So we can scan in on this one and hopefully get that in one go. Fingers crossed, right? There we go. So I completely missed that, like utterly missed that. So let's just pretend that didn't happen there. I'm still a noob at all this, let's be completely fair. That's why I haven't done any sort of big on training videos yet, or like this is how you do it. Just a couple of basic bits and bobs, and there we are. Now, it should be, where's my ship? Over there, it should be this one that we are aiming for, because it's the one further away from where I was. We're going to drop that down to 2 AU and see if we find anything, and I'm going to jump into a data site and see how this one looks. Now watch as I get blown up, because I'm not watching local or anything. No, okay, so fine, it's the other one then. Be that way, game. So we're going to go over the top and zoom out a little bit to bring that in. Come down. Oh yeah. And bring that into position. It's fairly central. Let's have a look and see if that one works. It has also changed my mouse key bindings, which I've been playing a lot of Stellaris recently, so I'm used to zooming in and zooming out being the other way on the mouse. There we go. Now we have the data training sites. Let's warp to 0 on this one. Real pilots warp to 0, as Rick Javix keeps telling me. And off we go. I'll have a look and see what we can find over this way, and then we'll talk about a few other bits and pieces, because it's not just graphical. Sound-wise as well, a lot of things have changed in this. They've changed how engine sounds actually work in the game, which is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh, we're back at this one. There we are. Maybe it's the relic site I need, not the data site, but either way, just look at this. Let's actually approach this direction. I'm going to activate the micro warp drive just to get there a little bit faster. This sort of cloud effect that we're in is just stunning. And again, the rocks, I've gone way too fast past it, but just check that out. It's stunning. It's beautiful. Even the actual sites themselves, the training containers, let's go for a look out on that. Just, it all just ties together so beautifully now. It has taken one of the most beautiful games in, like, existence and somehow made it even more beautiful, which I'm just all for. I love it. I absolutely love it. And one of the other things it's done is it has now added this whole new, air training system. One of the things I've said before is that EVE Online kind of has this much improved beginner's tutorial system. Look at those clouds. Oh, so pretty. It has a really nice improved training system compared to when I first started EVE Online. The new player experience, the NPE, is so much better. Like when you log in and start doing things in the game, the way that we have now the starting career agents teaching you how to do the different careers is really cool. It's a big improvement over where it was. It's still not quite where I think it needs to be to help new players stick in properly. Now, this new system comes almost straight from EVE Echoes, which I really like. Like, after you've done the basic tutorials in EVE Echoes, there is what is referred to as the advanced tutorials, which are basically a checklist of things to do that allow you to get some cool rewards. There's also the road to set sail, which again is your first 7 days in the game. Do these things, and we will give you items at the end of each of those things as well. We now have this here, the AIR career program. And this is just amazing. I love this. Now you can see I've actually got some rewards just from doing some bits and pieces here. I've earned 10 career points and, in this case, 50,000 disc. I've done a couple more of these. Now, basically, this is all due to this new system here, teaching you how the game works. So, you can open this up, and we'll claim that one as well. Claim all didn't probably work. When you come in here, you can have a look and see, oh, what's an Enforcer, Industrialist, Soldier of Fortune, and Explorer, and just really cool graphics for the start. I love the Industrialist one, the way that those ships all look. The Soldier of Fortune as well. It's kind of sneaky. It shows you which ships you actually get the skins for. More about that later. So beautiful Phantasm, Orthrus, Cinnabal, and a Stratios there. The Enforcer with the Omen, the Thorax, the Rupture, and the Caracal. Explorer, obviously there. We've got a Heron at the top right, with a probe. In the bottom left, we have the Magnate and then the Astero there in the background. There's actually a fifth one of those as well. I think you do get 5 for each of them. Just really, really cool. But if we go into the Explorer one, in fact, sorry, come back out first of all. When we go over these, you can actually now play videos in the client that will show you what this is all about and give you an idea of what to do, how to do it, and on you go sort of thing. Now, if you then click into this, you get this wheel of different ideas and things that will help you learn that particular career. Now, annoyingly, the career agent missions, I've done all of these. Like, literally, if I open up the agency now, here in Malika, which does have some new updates as well, we go to the agency, and then agents and missions, career agents. If I go to the Explorer one and start a conversation, you see they've redone all the graphics for this, which is really, really cool. But sorry, I have no jobs available for you. Of course he has no jobs available for me because I've done them all. But having done them, well, it hasn't triggered across here that I have actually done them yet. So complete mission 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 would give you all of these and some career points to work with. You can then come back in and have a look at the other bits and pieces. So where that 25,000 disc has just come from is one in scanning. If we tap into this, scan a cosmic signature to 100%. That gave me 10 points towards the career progress and 25,000 disc. It's not much, but it's nice at the start. Obviously then scan 10, scan 25, and scan 50. We come back into the center. The other one was gas sites. Again, scan 1, enter 5 gas sites, enter 10 gas sites, and enter 15. You can have fun with all of these, just going around and scanning. Same with hacking these different containers. It's a great way just to kind of try everything, because I'll be honest, I hadn't even thought of really doing Project Discovery as an explorer. It makes sense, and I get points for doing it. Advanced navigation here. Visit a high-sec system in 5 different regions, visit a low-sec system in 5 different regions, and visit a null-sec system in 5 different regions. Kind of sad there's no wormhole one on there, but I also kind of get it, you know, makes sense. And so these are, well, because we've got the wormhole thing there, that'd be why. Scan a wormhole, 5, 10, and 15 of them. But again, nothing there for a Neukis, perhaps? Am I? No. And combat sites, this is going to be an interesting one for me to do, because it's enter a combat site. I could probably enter one and then just quickly warp out of it. That's one way to do those. And this is just a really cool system. Now, at the end of this, once you've got enough career points, you'll see that you are rewarded with this crate. And this crate contains a Heron, Magnate, Imicus, Probe, and Astero, Aspirant Explorer skin, and 100,000 skill points. And these are really pretty skins. Like, if I open up here on the Probe, so we open up the fitting window, and it loads. There we are. I'm currently using the hazard control. If I go into the Aspirant Explorer, it's just such a pretty skin. In fact, screw it. Let's go in via the proper ship tree. So I could have done that via the fitting, couldn't I? Anyway, there's the Astero. So let's load in on the Astero. Hopefully this is going to load nice and quickly because I've already loaded it. And there is the Aspirant Explorer. It's always got that sort of exploration logo on it, the big circle with the little circle, sort of the planet with the moon. Then has the word Explorer down the side, and then it's this kind of grey and green coloration. And I just really, really like this. I'm going to showcase the other 4 as well because I'm really excited to get all of these, because I do fly all of the various different frigates. Like you can see the Magnate there. Currently it's got the Oasis of Faith on it because I've just bought the Explorer pack, which is all there, which is kind of cool. But then Aspirant Explorer, there's that green circle, the planet and the moon, and then that sort of darker coloration and the words Explorer on it. I'll be honest, the Magnate one doesn't really do it for me, but then again, the Magnate doesn't really do it for me if I'm being completely honest. Let's go into the Imicus, same thing, ugliest ship I think I own. Really don't like the Imicus, even with the Inner Zone Vanguard skin that I have for it. But if we look at the Aspirant Explorer, it actually becomes quite cool. I love that metallic bluey green teal to it. Explorer written down the sides. There's the planet and the moon on this side. And finally, my two favourites. So let's go for the probe one up close and personal so that we can see it properly, rather than just the brief one I showed earlier. There it is there. Love how this looks. That Explorer written on the front of it there, like a badge of pride. And there's the sun, the planet and the moon on the side. And finally, the Heron under the Caldari state. Let's move in and have a look. There we are, bottom right. Boom. That's the skin I'm currently using. Nice vibrant Heron, Aspirant Explorer. Oh, would you look at that. I think this is honestly the best of them. The fact that you've got the planet and the moon there with the exploration logo above it, and then at the very top, in its own little band, you just have Explorer written on it, just as a like, hey, don't shoot me, I'm clearly an explorer, I'm here having fun, don't blow me up. And I love this. I love this. It's not just for exploration, of course. Exploration is where I'm most interested. But if we were to go back to the center and have a look at, say, Industrialist, you get the same kind of thing here, learning to use the market, salvage, resource harvesting, refining, manufacturing, distribution agents, mining agents, and research. And again, you get skins here for the Venture, Retriever, Procurer, and Coveter. These look pretty cool as well. I'm not going to showcase all of these because this video is then just going to be me waxing lyrical about various different ships, but obviously everyone has a Venture, so let's have a look at how it looks on that. When it loads, it's going to take a while to load. There we are, Aspirant Industrialist, really cool. That sort of ochre coloration there with all the yellow and that olive coloring in the middle there. Again, Industrialist written down the side of it. They're just really cool skins, and you've got that industrial logo across it. I just really like all of this. Same again with the, if we come into the center, the Enforcer. The skins you'll get here are for the Caracal, Rupture, Thorax, and Omen. And for the Soldier of Fortune, they are faction ships. The Phantasm, Orthrus, Stratios, and Cinnable. Glad to see the Cinnable in there. One of my favorite ships to fly in PvP when I used to fly that in Eve Echoes a lot. Phantasm's good fun one as well. Orthrus and Stratios in, yeah, Stratios obviously very fun ship. Let's have a quick showcase of that one then, because I like the Stratios, and I very well may eventually end up skilling into one of these when I get bored of flying the Tengu. And there we are, Aspirant Soldier. It's fairly similar to some of the other ones that we've seen for the Stratios in the past, but still really cool. I love that it's got that blood red wing emblem on the front there, the sort of colouring down the side here, then Soldier of Fortune written on the side of it, which is basically, fear me, I'm coming for you. But still, I honestly think, without any form of bias, that the Explorer ones are the sort of better options there. And that's kind of it for me. There were obviously other changes in this patch as well, but I just really like what's going on here. I love those new skins on the Explorers. I love the updates to Photon UI, which I have now fully switched across to. I really, really like it. It's so smooth. I love the coloration, how everything ties in. Again, it's not perfect, few glitches here and there, but yeah. I'm really enjoying this, and if you're playing EVE Online and, you know, if you're enjoying the patch as well, let me know what you're enjoying about this, what you think is really cool. I love the new nebulae. Like, seriously, if you haven't already, undock, fly out to somewhere like Corazor, where you can see both the Crucible and the Vapor Sea. The graphic fidelity now is just insane. The sound as well, I can't really showcase it in this video properly, but when you're in combat, like against a fleet, the way that, if you've got headphones in, the way that the enemy ships actually sort of sound as they're moving around, it is just boggling. It's incredible. Anyway, folks, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Otherwise, I'm going to go exploring and start earning my way towards those skins. Hopefully, I can do so without needing the 5 career agent missions. Or, yeah, I'm going to have to contact help and customer support on that one and be like, hey guys, I really want these skins, but it won't trigger that bit for me. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching right the way through to the end. Please hit like if you haven't already. Happy sailing, and see you in New Eden.